So as a kid, my parents used to take us to a Chinese buffet every Friday night. This was a ritual. And for some reason, every time we stepped foot in this restaurant, I would start crying bloody murder. No idea why. They don't know why. To this day, we have no idea why this restaurant would just cause me to start screaming bloody murder every single Friday night. And eventually, because they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me, I started getting in trouble, right? They would tell me things like, stop crying, or we're going to give you something to cry about. We've all heard it, right? We've all been there. But this caused me to suppress my emotions, right? Because I didn't want to get in trouble. So I started learning to control my emotions at such a young age. And this took a domino effect for the rest of my life, right? Till recently, till the last few years when I decided to actually do something about it. Because when you suppress your emotions, they don't just disappear. They're still living in your body. They're still hiding in the darkest parts or darkest corners of your mind. So although I'm trying to forget these memories or these emotions because I'm trying to suppress them because I'm afraid of getting in trouble, they still try to rise up. They still try to come out. So what do? We suppress those emotions by stuffing them down further with food, with sustenance, with distractions. And we end up developing these like coping mechanisms. But the more and more you push down those emotions, the more and more you try to stuff them down, the worse things become. Then you can end up with what I got, which was dissociative disorder, where I ended up having next to no memories of things growing up, you know? So then food ended up being kind of like what do you call it, like a binky blanket, right? You know, when a kid runs around with their blanket because it makes them feel comfortable and safe. Well, that was food for me. And then of course that brought up other problems, right? I ended up being overweight, getting pre-diabetes, getting cholesterol, right? And who wants all of that? So deal with your emotions, handle them, listen to them, feel them, and then let them go. I know it's scary, but you were put on this earth to feel, which is why you're a human, because you were put on this earth to feel, and emotions are feelings, so feel them.